Good Thursday to you, one and all. On this one day of July, we're now officially into the 7th month and starting it off just as was expected on a very soggy note. Steady showers falling over the viewing area and most of Kentucky most of the day. Fortunately, they've not added up to any flooding issues here in Sagersville and McGoffin County and in the viewing area that I know of. Some places certainly have seen such. We'll take a quick look at your weather forecast and conditions and expecting scenarios in just a few moments. I can tell you that after the rain is gone, which it's going to be by early in the morning, it's still shaping up to be a wonderful 4th of July weekend weather-wise, and I hope so in every other sense for you. So good news is it's going to be out here well in time to enjoy everything that all the cities and counties have planned for Independence Day this weekend. So good news weather-wise. We'll talk about the flash flood watch that's still in effect later on this evening and the potential for some high water issues in more detail in just a few moments. But it's the other side of that that's going to be the bright side, certainly, of your forecast well into the middle of next week. Headlines tonight will include the governor today in his Building a Better Kentucky address, addressing several things. We'll get to those in just a few seconds. Quick COVID update as well. I've also been asked to talk to you tonight about the return of a wonderful, wonderful organization's efforts. We're talking about the honor flights, which have been on hiatus per the pandemic. They're returning very soon. They're looking for veterans, and I'll tell you how to find them if you have a veteran in your household or are one. And our most important local headline tonight, it's good news. It is going to center around the story of an event that's been going on now for well more than a decade, and even though comparatively it may have started off by meager beginnings, not really so. But it has over the years really gained a lot of momentum and steam, raising well over $1.5 million for some very special kids. Our kids, almost 100 of which right now are using the services of the Shriners Hospital in Lexington. And they're going to tell us tonight how the Hillbilly Christmas in July celebration, formerly a motorcycle ride to Shriners, is now going to be more a regional thing, and how it's going to include Sayersville, and how everyone can be a part of it this year, not just motorcyclists, everyone. It's a great, great story. They're hoping to have a big event this year, and it's just in a couple of weeks, so I'll get to that in just a few seconds. Real quickly, the governor today, amongst other things, during his address today, Building a Better Kentucky, spoke of $15 million, but 150 Gear 2 grants going to very wonderful people, those who work in our family resource youth service centers across the state of Kentucky. 150 out of 215 did receive funding up to $100,000 each. McGoffin County wasn't one of those, but in other rounds of funding, I think received, based on earlier reporting that I'd done, maybe $60,000 or something earlier this year. Nevertheless, Floyd County, Jackson Independent, Lawrence County at Fallsburg, Martin County at Martin Middle, Patesville Independent Schools, all receiving up to $100,000 for their family resource youth service centers, and nowhere else could money or funds like that be put to good use. As the governor made that announcement, as well as several others today in his, again, Building a Better Kentucky Thursday address. The governor announcing grants for small businesses and economic development, specifically 9 tech-based businesses receiving a total of $900,000 in state funding through the nationally recognized Small Business Innovation Research and Small Business Technology Transfer Matching Funds Program. These are all tech companies which will receive approximately $100,000 apiece, the majority located in the Lexington and Louisville areas. The governor also, as I said, spoke of the GEAR funding, which went to a number of schools, totaling, as I said, $15 million, $11.8 million in transportation funding to help for repaving and some road projects, about 177 different projects across the state. Then there was some speak of COVID, as you can imagine. Specifically tonight, we will talk about vaccines and an update on the first $1 million winner, which will be known this time tomorrow. The governor referred to Monday's good news. It was then about the report being released that Moderna and Pfizer's vaccines are being shown to be effective for years, stimulating a person's immune system, most everyone, to where they likely will not need a booster or any type of another vaccine for a period of years. And as well, showing a more than 90% effectiveness overall and an 88% effectiveness in keeping anyone from getting the Delta variant, which is the most serious and vigorously spreading virus. And it's because of those results from the vaccines that the CDC has announced this week that fully vaccinated individuals need not wear their masks in most situations.
On Wednesday, CDC Director Walensky reconfirmed that fully vaccinated people do not need to wear masks in most situations. WHO makes recommendations for the entire world, and we're blessed in the United States, whether it is the hospitals that we would go to, the care that we can get, the treatments that we have, the vaccine distribution network that we have all built. That makes us far more fortunate than just about anywhere else in the world. It's understandable that the WHO may have a slightly different recommendation, or may need to make a recommendation that is different than what we have in the United States.
And a reminder, it's too late to certainly get a vaccine if you haven't, or even register for the first shot at a million winner to be announced tomorrow, as well as 5, I believe it is, young people. 5 young people, students in Kentucky, are going to get full ride scholarships tomorrow, completely full rides, and to be announced. However, you can still get your vaccine and or register. Another drawing, 7/28, July the 28th, and August the 25th. So plenty of time to get in on some really. That's the best odds you'll ever get if you play lottery or anything of that nature of winning $1 million. Those odds are much, 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 much higher than you'll get, I believe, by any type of ticket of any sort. I'll be right back.
Appalachian Wireless is proud to offer the Emergency Broadband Benefit Discount. This federal program can reduce the cost of our 25 gig unlimited plan by up to $50 a month. If someone in your household qualifies for certain government benefit programs or experienced substantial loss in income in the last year, you may be eligible. Only one discount per household, and it's only available until allotted funds run out. For more details, go to AppalachianWireless.com/EBB. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. Unlimited data speeds will be slowed to 512 kilobytes after 25 gig per line.
It's time to play the Lee's Famous Recipe Daily Lunch Special Game, where behind curtain number 1, we have our super tasty country fried steak sandwich. And behind curtain number 2, our famous chicken sandwich with lettuce, pickle, and mayo. And you can get either one of those on a bun or a biscuit. But wait, behind curtain number 3, our extra famous footlong with homemade chili. And all 3 come served with our famous hand-dipped potato wedges and a drink. Monday through Friday for lunch from 11 to 2 for just $5 plus tax. You're a winner either way you go at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question, with 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
I can't tell you how much I enjoyed doing this interview earlier today, not just because of the folks that I got to spend much of the morning and afternoon with, but because of the theme of the conversation, if you will. It's been going on for many years now, and from not so meager beginnings, comparatively, their first year certainly smaller, but they didn't do bad their first year, to an annual bike ride, as it's been now for the past many years, that for many years has gone directly from Pikeville to the Shriners Hospital. A bunch of hillbillies are now eyeing the $2 million mark of helping our kids. And this year's Hillbilly for Christmas Parade, it's been revamped, totally different, and it's coming to Sayersville in a major update, and it's going to be here in just a couple of weeks. Yes, it's time for the ride, celebrating 16 years this time around. The Hillbilly Christmas in July event is Saturday and Sunday, July the 17th and 18th, and it has totally been revamped. And it's totally coming to Sayersville and hopefully involving everyone along the way. Yeah, it all started several years ago with one little simple need in mind: getting toys to the kids at Shriners. And it has been life-changing for its organizers, but most importantly, for those kids.
This all started 16 years ago. and the hospital needed some toys. And Randy Jones and I got together, and we wanted to do a little ride, motorcycle ride to the Shriners Hospital, and we would take toys. All you had to do was bring a toy, and we did the ride. Well, we took down a little over 2,000 toys that year, and somewhere or another we made $5,080 some. And coming back, we thought, you know, this might be something we'd really get into. And we went to the Harley store and checked on a motorcycle that we could raffle. And we did that, and we ended up making $100,000 that year.
That's right, $100,000. Now, sure, they later learned that the raffle may not have been exactly legal. Honest, definitely. Legal, maybe not. But they immediately figured out that part and have given away over a dozen motorcycles, new Harley-Davidsons, since to raise money for the Shriners Hospital and the children who seek and need their services.
Well, this is their 16th year, but in 15 years, we've taken over $670,000 to the hospital. With the help of Double Quick, we're over 50,000 toys, and you put a $10 value on each toy, that's $500,000. We built a totally handicapped playground at Pikeville, the Randy Jones Memorial Playground, and we have over $300,000 in it. And we also purchased a van and gave it to El Hasso Temple for transportation for the kids in their area. So I think Hillbilly Christmas in July has been around 16 years, and we're still having fun.
And like everything else, you guys have had to navigate around COVID the last couple of years.
Yeah, we had, terrible year last year. We were raffling a motorcycle, and there was no place to go to sell tickets. And we came up 2 weeks prior to giving the bike away, and we hadn't sold enough tickets to pay for the bike. And everybody got together those 2 weeks, and it went super. And we ended up taking $25,000 last year to the hospital, which was a miracle, to happen. And this year, the bikes didn't come out until January, and we were just afraid to try to get a bike because there's no place to sell tickets. And we are a nonprofit organization, but we want to take money to the hospital, and we didn't feel like that this was something we could do to make money. So we elected not to do it this year. And we have a concert each year that's been pretty good for us, but COVID kind of worked on it a little bit. This year, the way we're going to be making our money will be on getting people involved in what we're doing and being part of our ride. And this has always been a motorcycle ride.
It has. They've had as many as 800 plus motorcycles in one ride, 198 riding last year, but not this year. Nope. They're making it all inclusive. An invitation going out to everyone this year, asking for anything and everything, especially show cars.
This is kind of getting to be a little joke around, but when we say show car and trucks, we mean show up and give us $25. And that money will go to the hospital, and we just wanted to make it a large parade. And we want to take in all of our local cities. This is a big part of what we do, and we want everybody to be a part of what we do.
And Jimmy means everyone. You don't have to be a Shriner. You don't have to be a member of a motorcycle club or even have a motorcycle. Anyone and everyone. Doesn't matter what you drive or ride. And if you can't do those, he'd love to see streets lined along the entire parade route. And in an effort to help make that happen, he's reaching out to the mayors of all 5 cities that the parade will run through in a couple of weeks. They'll leave Pikeville at Mine Shaft Harley-Davidson, take them through Coal Run, Prestonsburg, Paintsville, here to Sagersville. They'll come in on Route 40. They're taking the old way, if you will, throughout the entire parade route. Then they'll make a circle out of Sagersville and head back to the Mountain Arts Center, and they'll wrap it up there with a lot of lunch and a lot of fun. And if that's not enough and you need some more incentive, here it is.
Magoffin County, you have 73 active patients going to the Lexington Shriners Hospital as of January. And people don't realize that what we're working for is actually touching a child, here. And this is what we want to push it out, but we also want it to be one of the largest events that's ever hit this area. and it's always going to be July, the third weekend in July. We will leave at 10 o'clock. The way it looks right now, it'll be about 12:30 when we come through Sayersville. And I would love to see a lot of people out watching it. If you can't contribute, be a part of it, then at least come out and watch it. We're just looking at making this thing something that's going to be around for a while. We want this to be an annual event.
Pete, we're talking about these folks have raised well over $1.5 million in 16 years. And Sayersville's going to have a chance to be a part of that and maybe even help it grow. So I know that you're all over that and thrilled to death.
Well, yeah, I'm excited about it. Jimmy came, I met him and come down here, and he was sitting on the front porch of City Hall in my rocking chair, sit back, and we hit it off right quick. And he told me all the good things they had done, and it's a privilege to be able to be associated with him and his group, and trying to get this thing a regional thing, just not I guess a local thing, but to involve all the cities and all the mayors, and really make this thing. Double this thing up. We just need to get more and more. Like you said, 73 kids in McGoffin County. That's amazing. That's amazing that they're treating these kids down there at the Shriners Hospital, and it makes me feel good that we can help them help the kids.
Like I said at the beginning of that report, the parade used to go all the way to the Shriners Hospital. Well, COVID, as well as the move from Shriners being moved on down to the UK facility, University of Kentucky Hospital facility, kind of limited them on having that many motorcycles and people get in and out of the hospital. And a few other numbers for you, some very important numbers for you. As you heard Jimmy there say right now, or at last official update, we had 73 kids just from McGoffin County currently using the services from Shriners. Well, out of the 7 counties that they work or operate in, Johnson, McGoffin, Floyd, Pike, Letcher, Knott, and Martin, 1,100 kids, 1,100 people actively, currently seeking and getting the wonderful services from Shriners Hospital. That's really impressive, as is the lengths that these folks have gone to over the past 15 years. Here's to making their 16th one even bigger and better, and hopefully with all of your help, we will do just that. Very excited to be a part of that here in just not so long. And real quickly, and I'll remind you about this later on, and we'll probably have Jimmy with us again. It's a 2-day event. Saturday, the day before the parade, you can go up and start registering that morning at Mineshaft Harley-Davidson. They're going to have a parade around the city park. They're going to have a kids' day in the park, free and a lot of fun for the kids from like 5 till 7. The parade's after that. And then they're all going to go to the Pikeville Riverfield, there where the movies are, for some great entertainment. Can't tell you who as of yet. And food as well. So, and then of course the parade will start from Mineshaft, Harley-Davidson, and then make its way all the way to Sayersville, and then back to the MAC the following day on Sunday, the 18th. I'll be right back. Welcome to East Kentucky's premier vape and CBD shop, offering all natural tobacco alternatives and everything vape and smoke shop related. Everything you're looking for and everything you're not. Best quality, best prices, best service.
Come to Appalachian Smoke Shop for all your tobacco alternatives and accessories, as well as products like CBD, kratom, and legal THC that people are telling us they're using to treat pain, anxiety, depression, difficulty sleeping, and lack of energy, as well as just for overall wellness. Make it your one stop, Appalachian Smoke Shop.
Stop in JJ's Burgers and Beer for the weekend specials like 10 boneless buffalo wings and an 18-inch pizza, any toppings, for $14.99. Stop by any day of the week and get any 16-inch pizza for $9.99 and any 18-inch pizza for only $11.99. They've got a different sandwich or soup special every day of the week, big gourmet class hamburger combos, and your favorite domestic beer, $2.49 a bottle or $7.99 by the bucket. JJ's Burgers and Beer at Speedy's in Sayersville. Just click on ConleyTire.net and you can shop for tires, find out more about services, brands, wheels, rims, their free coffee, free Wi-Fi, and free local shuttle service, and of course the latest and greatest current offers and specials, like how right now you can get up to $150 back on a set of Goodyears. That's ConleyTire.net, or you can always stop by in Staffordsville or give them a call at 297-2424. I just literally, mid-show, during that break, received word from the Sayersville Waterworks that the boil water advisory for all city of Sayersville residents, it is still in effect. This is due to a break they had in the line, a disruption, and they are currently awaiting hopefully the last test samples to be back in the morning, which will determine as to whether or not they can lift that boil water advisory. So it is still in effect. As you know, if you've went through any fast food drive-thrus or restaurant drive-thrus earlier today, or eaten anywhere else for that matter, because they're still having to serve Coke out of Pepsi or whatever out of a bottle or a can. But the boil water advisory in effect. I will have an update, hopefully a good one, for you on tomorrow's program. Here's other announcements via this evening's community calendar, brought to you, as always, by McGoffin Farm Bureau. It starts with a quick birthday wish. This one called in today from your girlfriend Ernie. She says, happy birthday. So Ernie Keaton, that's Ernie K. Happy birthday to you. Again, happy birthday, Ernie Keaton. Going on to the rest of the calendar, I've got an update. The July hours, as they have been set for the Water into Wine Food Pantry. Of course, they meet the Wednesdays of the month, and that's July the 14th, 21st, and 28th. There we are. We'll catch up in just a second. 8 to 10:30, those 3 Wednesdays of the month. And then the third Thursday is always their Senior Commodity Day. That will be July the 15th from 12:30 until 3 from the friends over at Water into Wine. Remember, that's your schedule of events. It all gets cranking up tomorrow for the 4th of July celebration. The Farmers Market grand opening is 3 to 6. The Watermelon Social is tomorrow evening, starting at 7 with music, live entertainment. Of course, Watermelon in the park at 7. That's the City Park, not Ramey Park, City Park. Almost messed that up. And then Saturday, of course, the flag raising ceremony by the DAV at 10 at the Veterans Memorial in the Ramey Park. The parade at 1 with four-wheelers and ATVs. Then, of course, they'll start live entertainment at 4 and a monster fireworks show over Sagersville Saturday around 9:30-ish. I say that because it has to be good and dark. Your calendar announcement is always welcome here. Birthdays and anniversaries, too. Just pass them to me, and I'll pass them on along. It's finally here. It's T-shirt season. And if you've been looking for the coolest designs by Pink Armadillo, Lucky Bird, and Simply Southern, look no more, because the T to tell the world what mood you're in or where you want to be is at the seasonal shop. And all the hoodies and caps and accessories to go with it. And for, Father's Day, get Dad something from Ridge and Holler. And for anyone and everyone, something from Brewmate to chill whatever it is you're drinking. Happy summertime from the seasonal shop in downtown Sagersville. There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker. Also, Griffey approved.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
Call the pros. All Pro Gutter Works specializes in seamless gutters, vinyl siding, metal roofing, replacement doors and windows, remodeling or adding on to your home with free and fair estimates backed by decades of happy and return customers with guaranteed satisfaction and 18 months 0% financing. All Pro Gutter Works. 349-9999. They sent it to Marlene Howard, our McGoffin County Senior Citizens Director, and she forwarded it on to me, asking me to let everyone know, so glad to be able to report, that the Honor Flight is back in the air and operation, or at least it will be very soon. They're reaching out to anyone to try to reach as many veterans as possible. Honor Flight of the Bluegrass. As nonprofits, of course, we know that they have to go to any and all ways of reaching out throughout the community, and they've asked us to help, and we're asking you to help them with that as well. The Honor Flights are in search of all World War II and Korean War veterans for this year's trip to Washington, D.C. This is the first Honor Flight since COVID put an end to the program. It's been 2 years since the last flight, and they have lost 35 World War II veterans since then. That's why they want and are so desperate to get the message out. The next trip, October the 20th, is the flight date. If you know anyone who would like to go and is a WW2 or Korean War veteran, please give them a call. give them a call as soon as you can. 502-645-5421. Or, of course, you can go to the website that you see here, and that is honorflightbluegrass.org, and find out all you need to know and register right then and there. With that said, here's your Licking Valley RECC outlook. I'm still looking out for some more rain. Still looking at some beautiful weather to recover tomorrow. And my apologies, it's not my issue, but I'm having one with trying to pull up any radar from the National Weather Service or otherwise at this moment. Don't show it every day because most of the time it doesn't have much on it. Today would have been a good day to have had it, and again, I'm sorry, but it is showing. As I can see it, I just can't get it on the air. Continuing rain, as we have been seeing. Nothing heavy as of right now, but I can't rule that out during the rest of the overnight. I do know that the water, for example, just went and checked, had someone do it for me, Heather, on our way home, and the water is not over the banks from the river there at the Ramey Park. It is starting to get kind of high there on Route 7. I suspect it will be over that road before the evening is over, and other places as well. So keep your eye on low-level flooding. And the possibility for a big thunderstorm that could dump a lot of rain real quickly on areas that just don't need it, because we are approaching over 2 inches of rain for a lot of folks, and some folks may see close to 3. With that said, the rest of your forecast after today is very short and sweet. Looking at tonight, a low of 64, patchy fog, an 80% chance of showers and storms. Tomorrow, on the cooler side of things, it's going to be a really beautiful Friday and a Friday evening for all that we have planned in the viewing area and around the Commonwealth. 77 tomorrow. It will get sunny pretty early tomorrow. The rain, the clouds gone early. Saturday, just as nice, literally 77, sunny again. Independence Day Sunday, a little warmer still. We'll hit the low 80s, 82, and sunny, dry, beautiful. And that carries on the warming trend and the sunshine into next week. Monday, 87 degrees. Going to be a hot one. Tuesday, I think we'll bust the 90-degree bubble. Lows in the 60s throughout, but still sunny and dry, mostly clear Tuesday night. Yeah, shower chances will start to work their way back into the forecast by Wednesday and Thursday. Still, though, upper 80s, sunshine, 30% chance Wednesday, 40% on your Thursday. Beautiful, beautiful, nice run for the 4th, though. Well, Friday is upon us in just a few hours, and when I see you back here right around this time tomorrow night, it's going to be a major grand opening in the headlines. The new farmers market in Montgomery County is a wonderful facility, and I am told that they're going to be very, very busy with vendors and customers tomorrow, and I'll be right there in the middle of all of it. We'll talk to some of those folks, take a little tour, and I'm suspecting I'll find something tasty to take home with me as well, if it makes it that far. So look for that in other news that you'll only see here. Good Thursday evening, and thank you for watching.